with all these things, I mean, you may have seen that video. I look at it and say, oh, sure, I haven't imagined myself to be that. I think God has done a lot more than I've expected and counting, because one is still at the beginning of things. The third lesson that I want to leave you with is that you need counsel. You need counsel, because this is a little bit, it's me here, but we start here. Proverbs 15:22 says, plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Right? You guys may have dreams, and I know in this institution, and that's why his people resonate with me very deeply, is because of what is being channeled in the interpretation of religion, philosophy. It's different elsewhere. If you go elsewhere, you find a different expression. I particularly I appreciate this one. It defines who I am. This is what I do, right? These people. Now, in that, we talk about vision, and I'm sure you've been taught, you have prayed, you have thought about it, and you've written it somewhere, because that's what it says in Habakkuk, right? That plan you have written, it may not succeed if you don't get counsel. So people see me now, I think this weekend, you may see, I did a thing with ETV, and it's been looped. You may catch it somewhere this weekend, about what's happening in the world, etc. And people look at me and think, oh, this guy, what happened? What is not very apparent is that I did not just arrive. Yeah. One does not just arrive. Okay? Now I was here, I received spiritual counsel. And there's been multitude. Bill Bennett has made a direct contribution to me. Roger Pierce has made a direct contribution to me. Simon continues to make a direct contribution, spiritual to me. Rob Gerard, much closer, continues to do the same. So you need spiritual counsel. Yeah. Now let's play that for a little bit. So when I go to these things, maximum negativity about the country. Beginning of the year, one prays and says, but if I look at some detail, I don't come out with the negativity that I see expressed elsewhere. So I'm in conversation with Roger, Pastor Roger, and he says to me, you need to stay core to who you are. God has called you to be a voice of hope. And that counsel I appreciate very much, because it was applied to what I do, to who I am, and all these teachings about contribution in the public sphere. That was big many years ago when we were talking about the public square and the philosophies that are happening there in his people who want to contribute directly to that. So one found himself getting counsel, which was very practical about where I was, which was directly to me. So one needs spiritual counsel. I look forward to what one becomes. If one day one gets to contribute directly, as I've seen with other people, including Benaki, there is an opportunity one can contribute. At that level, what will I be? I think I would require some spiritual counsel. Academic counsel is also important. In my field, it is about ideas, it is about learning, and I continue to do so. Like, I have had dreams that I wanted to have achieved a few things by now, but like, seeds that get sown and they flourish later. I've been on a course of writing a doctoral thesis now a few years. I'm back and I'm trying to make it count. It's where I am, it's just my lot. Economics is about that. So you need academic counsel. It must continue. You must read these journals. They give you those ideas. Also, one needs a person who has done exactly what you want to do to be your mentor. Exactly. I have received such. So when you look at me, in fact, there's so many people I can count. One day when I have to give my speech and thank people, I'll include the guys like the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of South Africa, Daniel Minen. He has made a direct contribution to what I am, because he has given me a literature to look at. His PhD that I'm talking about and I'm writing, he said, think about this, read this. He employed me for a couple of years. I mean, it was 2 years at this house, but the reward I'm receiving from that time in that institution is greater than the time that I spent there, and I do think later in life there will still be such expressions. So you need someone who does exactly what you're doing to contribute. If you're a doctor, get a doctor. If you're a lawyer, get a lawyer. And you just need to be open-minded. I'm not saying you've got to always just look at a Christian. It's great when you're having a Christian as we define it. But as I began this conversation, the world is much broader, and there's no one with one specific monopoly of knowledge. So you have to just seek counsel where you can find it. So what